G'day! In this lesson we will create the author's user interface. Let's create a new Razor component page /pages/author.razor in the Blazor project and replace its contents with the following code. The code is very similar to the books.razor page, except it doesn't inherit from the Blazorize page base, but it uses its own implementation. The page injects the iAuthor app service to consume the server-side HTTP APIs from the UI. We can directly inject application service interfaces and just use them like regular method calls by the help of dynamic C# HTTP API client proxy system, which performs the REST API calls for us. The page also injects the iAuthorizer service to check permissions and the iObjectMapper for the object-to-object mapping. Let's create a new code behind authors.razor.cs under the pages folder and replace its contents with the following code. The class typically defines the properties and methods used by the authors.razor page. The authors class uses the iObjectMapper in the open edit author modal method, so we need to define this mapping. To do this, we open the bookstore Blazor automapper profile.cs in the Blazor project and add the following mapping code in the constructor create map author.dto to update author.dto. We also need to declare a using acme.bookstore.authors statement to the beginning of the file. We now will need to add the author's menu item to the main menu. To do this, we open the bookstore menu contributor.cs in the Blazor project and add the following code to the end of the configure main menu async method. This code basically checks if the user has been granted permissions to access the menu item using the isGrantedAsync method, by passing it the appropriate permissions, namely being bookstore permissions.authors.default. We should complete the localizations we've used. Let's open the en.json file under the location/bookstore folder of the domain.shared project and add the following translation keys to the end of the file. Let's run and log into the application. We'll navigate to the identity/roles page, click on the Actions button and select the Permissions action for the admin role to ensure that we have author management permissions. If we don't, we will grant them to ourselves. We'll now navigate to the author screen and try and add, update and delete authors to test out the functionality we just implemented. In this lesson, we built the author's user interface. Join me in the next lesson to configure the book-to-author relationship.